Cosmology for me means two different worldviews. It means as a contemporary Australian, I work and I attend university, but as a Warramirri woman, I go out into my country and I go hunting and I speak my languages and I learn from my elders. Cosmology has two different definitions. It is not just the understanding of the origins and evolution of the universe. For me, it relates to our lived experience and is part of our spiritual existence that connects us to our country. And it's about navigating two worlds and how they both come together and how we bridge the gaps and the differences. As a woman, our cosmology is different to that of the men. We have different songs and dances, and our cosmology connects us to a geographical place. Each clan has its own geographical place, but our cosmological story for Indigenous women is similar. The story of the Seven Sisters is about a man who pursues women, and to escape, they launch themselves into the sky, travelling in the form of a star. This story is a little different in my clan, but it is significant because it teaches us our law, our roles and responsibilities. Hi, my name's Chloe Ngelebe Ford, and today I'm flying to Elcho Island. Elcho Island is situated off the coast of Arnhem Land and it's about a 1.5 hour flight from Darwin. I'm going to Elcho Island today to be formally adopted by my grandmother Gutha. Gutha is a Yolngu elder who belongs to the Warramirri clan. She has been awarded an honorary doctorate by Charles Darwin University and has received an Order of Australia Medal for her work in education. My grandmother Gutha is from the Warramirri clan and I am a Warramirri woman from Kurunju. Our people are born into clans, or we can be adopted by people that share similar songlines, or ultimately it's about sharing a connection with someone and being adopted by them because we share similar experience and reciprocate knowledge. Today my adoption process is twofold. I will be adopted into the Warramirri clan, and this will therefore determine my roles and responsibilities in relation to other people in the community. The other part of the adoption ceremony today will be the part of accepting my formal higher education. So I recently graduated from the University of Melbourne with my Bachelor of Arts. Preparation for the ceremony is being carried out by community elders. I am being dressed with the sacred ceremonial attire. The colours and ochre connect me to the country and to the family present. Other people are getting adopted today. For example, Professor Ruth Wallace, the Dean of the College of Indigenous Futures, Arts and Society. And this is ultimately increasing the link between Charles Darwin University and the Warramirri clan.
One of the important messages for the many years we've been involved with GAWA has been the importance of the school achieving its goals. And that is not just about achieving a primary or a secondary education, it's about taking on some of the senior roles in the region. That's children becoming pilots and teachers and all of the jobs that are done in the region. often by other people at the moment. And so we've been very mindful that we want to see children achieving those goals.
What I would like to bring to this community is my passion for education.
And I'd like to study international relations, and this is what Oxford looks like.
Some of the key strengths about this school is that the non-Indigenous staff are prepared to not only impart knowledge for learning, but also receive it by learning the local language, ultimately understanding and valuing the local cultural obligations. The primary school, through my grandmother's work, has gone through the ceremonial adoption process, and they are here to support the ceremony today. If the adoption ceremony doesn't take place, it means that the process of adopting something such as a formal higher education may not be valued in the same way. If something is new to the Warramirri clan's cosmology and has not gone through the formal ceremonial processes, it may be ignored or rejected by the community. This may be why many programs have not succeeded to their fullest. They have not been formally accepted by the community. And in turn, that also determines whether or not a lot of other things may be successful, and it's about how the community responds and engages with the treasures and values of the community. My grandmother shared the bowerbird story with me, and she explained that the bowerbird goes out and collects things that are valuable to bring back to the nest. She explained that the community is like the nest, and certain members decide what to bring back as treasure.
Where do we sit?
For example, the formal higher education that we are celebrating today is a new treasure that is now going through the ceremonial process of being adopted and accepted.
Thank you all. I feel like Mom said, very humbled that you've come to do this for us. And when I graduated from university, I got up on stage in front of about 3,000 people. But I think this year today was a lot more special than that. So thank you.
Colonisation and the introduction of colonial policies has made an intergenerational impact on Australian Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander women. Receiving a Bachelor of Arts means I have already broken through many barriers. As an Aboriginal woman from Darwin in the Northern Territory, I intend to continue to break those barriers and to make it easier for following generations to follow their chosen pathways. My grandmother told me that knowledge is reserved for family members that are trusted, and I hope that one day I learn more about the symbols and the dances and the deeper connections and what they mean, and that I learn more about the women's roles and responsibilities in the community. This part of the ceremony is a way of telling the story through songs and dance and symbolism. I know that secret information is disguised in symbols, but only elders know the deep meanings of these ceremonies. As a young woman, I have yet to learn these stories and meanings. I am not allowed and will probably never know the deep symbolic meanings of this dance. Women and men have separate knowledges. What I do know is that this ceremony represents the protocols of acceptance, and it's the acceptance of me and my formal higher education into the community. Today has given me a new sense of belonging. It has expanded my cosmology, and I now belong to my Rak Mak Mak Marunungu family, and I now also belong to the Warramirri clan on Elko Island. What does the future hold? Well, that's a big question. In the future, I hope to continue along my educational pathway, and I hope to help other young Aboriginal people do the same, whether that's for them to continue in a formal education system or whether that's to go on country and learn about the culture and the languages and the spirituality.